Hi guys, so I had just had a couple of things that I thought would be helpful. Is that anytime you apply for a job, there's always going to be an interview, okay? Even if it's Walmart, even if it's a clinic, no matter where you go, shoppers, food, masala grill, anything, anywhere, okay? Any place, there will be an interview. So I'm just going to give you a couple of things that are going to kind of help you. Be honest, okay? Just be honest. Don't think that it's going to be a temporary job, so you just tell them that you're available full time and then you're going to switch to part time. No, that's not going to help you. That's going to leave a very bad impression, and these people here, they are kind of connected, okay? And it's going to show in your resume like how many years were you with this particular company. It's going to leave a very bad impression if you keep switching your jobs, okay? So be specific to where you want to apply. Even if it's taking weeks, it's okay. Sit down, do your research, see which place you want to apply, what field that you want to go to, and then kind of spend your time. Now that being said, I spent 8 months in Walmart, and that could not make any difference over here to me. I couldn't get a job in Walmart, right? So basically, I don't know, like, was I supposed to really work in Walmart or not? Now I'm really thinking about it. So you just sit down and think, what's going to help you in the long run, what can get you better references, and just try to apply to that specific job, whichever field that is, okay? And the next thing, when it comes to interviews, be really confident, okay? They're going to ask you a couple of questions like, what have you done, what are you going to do in the future, what are your plans, okay? And can you fetch few references, right? Because over here everything's works on references. So you'll have to get your teachers, your professors, if you've worked before, then your colleagues to kind of answer, kind of reply to their mails that they're going to send it to through you. Like, they want like background check from us, like how this person was and what this person's skills were, and questions like that. So there should be people that kind of who can kind of write that and reply that to them on your behalf. So it's very important that you have the right connections. And yeah, just be very confident, and they're just seeing how fluent you are, and maybe how confident you are. Will you be able to cover the specific job? Things like that. Now that being said, there are multiple scammers out there, okay? I have experienced like 2-3. There was this ad on Facebook that said Walmart is hiring for online jobs, and then I kind of just started working on it. And then this is some sort of I don't know, it was so random that these people asked my SIN, they started asking my bank details, and also red alert. These are very specific questions. You're not allowed to share it with anyone. So just see that there are a lot of online jobs, but I think 90% of them that are not legit, okay? They're fake. They could be scammers. So you need to be very, very careful on what are you replying to, okay? I know that after pandemic, most of the things have become like kind of online, and that's what even I want, that I don't get to commute and don't travel a lot, and just kind of focus, save time, and stay home and kind of work. But no, it's not easy here. Everything is back on site. We have to kind of look for the solid, legit job that's there, and not just get kind of scammed with the things available. So I'm sorry. So just kind of be very careful on what kind of details are you sharing, and even the interview, what kind of basic questions that they might ask is basically, what do you do, what is your main goal, and it's very specific to you. You will know the answer, okay? So you will know the answer, what you've done, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. So you need to kind of be very confident, and just be honest with them, okay? Don't try to fake anything, and just tell them what it is that you want to do, what is that you have done. And there were questions like, if there is a situation given that there is a patient, and this patient is kind of in a rush, okay, and our doctor is really busy, and how will you handle? So these kind of hypothetical scenarios that you have to deal with. So just tell them that, just give them an answer which is fact, like suppose which you've already dealt with. Like what I had done is, I had multiple situations where I had to complete the given task in my office that particular day. Suppose I had a COVID protocol that I was working on, and I was supposed to complete it by the end of the day, and that is kind of a milestone that I had to hit, right? So what challenges did I face, and how was I able to complete it? Not that being said, I also had the situation where I never worked on SQL, and we kind of had a deadline where I had to complete this SQL task. So I was able to complete that. So I just give a little bit of background that I've already dealt with situations, and it kind of shows them, okay, she is reliable, we can kind of trust her on situations if something comes up. And then you say the hypothetical scenarios, like if this is a situation, I would speak to the patient, I would kind of go to the manager, take their help, and kind of speak to the doctor that can we just try to adjust this patient in because they're in kind of emergency and they kind of need some help urgently. So you need to give them that assurance, by facts, that like I have dealt with such situations and you can basically rely and you can trust me that I have the full potential to kind of cope up with whatever the scenarios that might come forth. Okay, so it makes sense, right? I mean, why would someone just hire you? You have to give them some sort of proof that this is what I've done, apart from your resume, which already speaks a lot about what studies you've done, where you've worked, what kind of degree you have, and all that is not really going to help in the real sense. Okay, every day there's a different scenario and different situations that you have to deal with, so you kind of have to just give them that what do I say, just kind of that confidence that you can do it. Okay, and it's just going to be on trust basis, and you might just be selected, right? So just be honest, and it could be a smallest thing that you have done in your personal life that can land you a job over here, just by knowing where to apply that experience or that kind of scenario which you've dealt with in this interview. So you just kind of need to be quick to analyze which kind of thing you can select from your experience and kind of just say it to them. But just don't try to oversell yourself as well. Just be honest and just keep it short. Okay, that's how the interviews goes basically. And then they might just ask you how much are you expecting, and all. Just don't randomly go and say that you want like super crazy amount per hour. Just give your specific like, okay, this is what it is, and I think you will be able to negotiate and get to a perfect deal. Honestly, I didn't even negotiate, I was just okay with because I wanted to really work in that field, so it goes like that. Okay, so it basically goes like that. So yeah, all the best for your interviews.